premise is that more economic development, more economic growth, which is only possible with capitalism, is the way to solve both humanity's material and environmental problems. I mean by the Malthusian view the notion that humanity will grow at exponential rates, whereas its sustenance will grow at arithmetic rates, which means that essentially there will be an overshoot, that humanity will run out of resources and famine and disease and all kinds of other horrors will occur. Fortunately, that is not what history is showing us is going to happen. But the fact of the matter is that with advances in biomedicine, it's very likely that these people are going to have extremely healthy, long lives as opposed to getting more decrepit over time. The goal of the research currently is not to have people be older longer, but to be younger longer. Okay. The problem that people face really in the developing world are things like lack of fresh water, sanitation, enough food to eat, those kinds of things. Those are problems that need to be addressed first before we go down the global warming mitigation pathway. My judgment is that on balance of the evidence now is humanity is contributing significantly to global warming, and that is going to be a problem over the coming century. It doesn't need to be addressed with major emergency programs now, but it will have to be addressed over time. And the best way to address it is to develop greater economic wealth so that people will be able to protect themselves against whatever the problems that come, including drastic weather changes that might be coming with global warming, but also will also enable them to invent the technologies that will be able to remove carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, or also create energy technologies that would be low carbon producing technologies, and thus ameliorate the problem over time. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'd put global warming somewhere around 3. That is, 1 being lower and 10 being higher. And it needs to be addressed, but it's not a planetary emergency, what people are saying. What we need to do is to begin a gradual process of figuring out how to get to low carbon energy technologies, to replace coal and oil and natural gas with other technologies. And I think we're going to be able to do that. It's a century-long problem. It is not a problem that needs to be solved in the next 10 years.